Good morning, Miss Monica. Welcome to the Hyatt Regency Hotel. I'm William Jefferson Clinton, HR Director. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for joining us today.
Good morning, Mr. Clinton. The pleasure is mine. Thank you for inviting me to interview at such a prestigious establishment.
Before we begin, I'd like to outline today's discussion. We'll explore your experience in luxury hospitality, your approach to guest service, and how you align with our brand values. The interview should take about 45 minutes, and we'll reserve time at the end for your questions. Does that sound agreeable?
Absolutely. I appreciate the structure. I'm ready to begin when you are.
Could you walk us through your career journey and what draws you to luxury hospitality?
Certainly. My name is Monica Lewinsky, and I bring over 8 years of experience in luxury hospitality, specializing in guest relations and personalized service. I hold a bachelor's degree in hospitality management from Cornell University and am currently the guest experience supervisor at JW Marriott Hotel, where I lead a team dedicated to curating bespoke guest journeys. Prior to this, I worked at Four Seasons as a senior guest relations officer, honing my skills in anticipatory service and VIP client management. I'm particularly passionate about creating seamless, memorable experiences that align with the highest standards of luxury hospitality.
Thank you for that excellent introduction, Miss Monica. Your background is impressive, and we're excited to learn more about how your expertise aligns with our vision here at Hyatt Regency. Let's proceed with our discussion. Where do you see yourself in 5 years, and how does this role fit into that vision?
I aspire to grow into a senior leadership role, such as Director of Guest Experience. This position as Guest Services Manager at Hyatt Regency aligns perfectly, as it would allow me to refine my strategic oversight while maintaining hands-on guest interaction, something I deeply value.
What specifically about Hyatt Regency resonates with you?
Hyatt Regency's commitment to thoughtful luxury stands out. Your approach balances opulence with genuine care, like your Hyatt Has It program, which anticipates guest needs before they arise. As a guest here last year, I noticed how seamlessly your team orchestrated every detail, and I knew I wanted to contribute to that level of excellence.
How would your colleagues describe your professional strengths?
They'd likely say I'm intuitive, diplomatic, and detail-oriented. For example, I once noticed a guest's subtle frustration during check-in and discreetly upgraded their room before they mentioned any discomfort.
Share a career accomplishment you're particularly proud of.
At JW Marriott Hotel, I redesigned the VIP welcome process, reducing check-in time by 50% while adding personalized touches like handwritten notes. This led to a 20% increase in repeat guest bookings.
What's your strongest professional quality, and what are you working to improve?
My strength is emotional intelligence, reading guests' unspoken needs. An area I'm developing is data-driven decision-making. I'm currently taking a course on hospitality analytics to better leverage guest feedback.
Describe a time you turned a guest's negative experience around.
A bride's wedding suite wasn't ready due to a plumbing issue. I immediately relocated her to our penthouse, comped her spa treatments, and arranged a private dinner with the chef. She later wrote that our recovery made her day more memorable.
How do you define true luxury service?
It's about creating a sense of effortless belonging. Luxury isn't just marble lobbies. It's knowing a guest prefers their coffee at precisely 7:15 a.m. without being asked.
How do you ensure consistent service excellence during high occupancy periods, such as holidays or major events?
Preparation is key. Before peak seasons, I conduct refresher training on efficiency and stress management. I also implement a buddy system where team members support each other during rushes. For example, during New Year's Eve at my current property, we pre-assigned roles, used mobile check-in kiosks to reduce front desk congestion, and scheduled extra staff for turn-down service. We maintained a 97% guest satisfaction score despite being at full capacity.
Describe a time you identified and improved an inefficient process.
I noticed our concierge team was spending excessive time manually compiling restaurant recommendations. I introduced a digital database with pre-vetted options, filters for dietary restrictions, and real-time reservation links. This cut research time by 50%, allowing more personalized guest interactions. The system was later adopted hotel-wide.
How do you handle sensitive information, especially with high-profile guests?
Discretion is non-negotiable. I adhere to a need-to-know protocol, for instance, using code names for celebrity guests and storing data in encrypted systems. At my last property, I trained staff on GDPR compliance and implemented a secure digital log for VIP preferences, accessible only to authorized personnel.
Share an instance where you anticipated a guest's unspoken need.
A guest mentioned an early business meeting during check-in. Before dawn, I arranged for a silent coffee station outside their door, a pressed suit, and a taxi waiting at 5:30 a.m. They later thanked me in a Google review, saying it was the most considerate service they'd ever experienced.
How do you train staff to deliver luxury-level service consistently?
I blend shadowing, role-playing, and real-time feedback. For example, I created a luxury service drill where trainees must identify and resolve subtle guest discomforts, like replacing a water glass before it's empty. We also review anonymized guest feedback weekly to identify improvement areas.
A guest complains their room wasn't clean to standard. How do you respond?
First, I'd apologize sincerely and personally inspect the room. If valid, I'd offer an immediate deep clean, a room upgrade if available, and a gesture like dining credit. Post-recovery, I'd review housekeeping checklists and retrain staff if needed. For example, a similar incident led me to introduce UV cleanliness verification tools, boosting satisfaction scores by 18%.
How do you recommend premium services without being pushy?
I frame suggestions as enhancements to their stated preferences. For instance, if a guest books a spa treatment, I might say, "Since you're enjoying our spa, our Serenity Suite includes a private jacuzzi for post-treatment relaxation. Would you like to tour it?" This approach increased our suite upsells by 25% at my last role.
Two employees argue over handling a VIP guest's request. How do you intervene?
I'd privately mediate with both parties, focusing on the guest's best interest. In one case, I helped conflicting concierges create a unified decision tree for guest requests, reducing friction. We also instituted weekly peer coaching, which improved team collaboration significantly.
How do you stay updated on luxury hospitality trends?
I attend the International Luxury Hotel Summit annually and subscribe to Luxury Travel Advisor. Recently, I studied Aman Resort's approach to invisible service and adapted their silent check-in concept for our property, reducing wait times by 40%.
A loyal guest requests a late checkout, but we're fully booked. How do you respond?
I'd explain the constraint while offering alternatives. While we can't extend checkout, I'd be happy to arrange day use of our business lounge with shower facilities, or store your luggage and book a late airport transfer. This preserves goodwill without disrupting operations.
How do you accommodate guests from diverse cultural backgrounds?
I research customs proactively, for example, ensuring halal meals for Middle Eastern guests or avoiding white flowers for Asian guests during mourning periods. I once noticed a Japanese family uncomfortable with tipping, so I discreetly explained our included service charge policy, putting them at ease.
Share a professional mistake and how you grew from it.
Early in my career, I assumed a vegan guest would be fine with vegetarian options. After their disappointment, I created a detailed dietary preference checklist and trained staff to always confirm restrictions in writing. Now, I'm known for my meticulous attention to special requests.
How do you keep staff engaged during demanding periods?
I prioritize recognition and balance. During a recent marathon event, I arranged surprise massages for the team, gave above and beyond shout-outs in daily briefings, and rotated shift lengths fairly. Our turnover dropped 15% that year despite the high pressure.
Before we conclude, Miss Monica, do you have any questions about Hyatt Regency, the role, or our team culture?
Thank you, Mr. Clinton. I do have one question. Could you share more about Hyatt Regency's approach to employee development, particularly for leaders in guest-facing roles?
An excellent question. We prioritize growth through mentorship programs, cross-departmental training, and access to global Hyatt leadership courses. For example, our RECEPTIONIST program fast-tracks high-potential employees into management roles with structured coaching. We also encourage innovation. Recently, a guest experience manager proposed a sustainability initiative that we now implement chain-wide. Miss Monica, thank you for such an engaging discussion. Your passion for luxury service and guest experience is evident, and we appreciate the time you've taken to meet with us today. We'll be finalizing interviews this week and we'll contact you by next Monday with an update. In the meantime, please don't hesitate to reach out if you have further questions.
Thank you, Mr. Clinton, and the entire Hyatt Regency team, for this opportunity. I'm truly inspired by your commitment to excellence and would be honored to contribute here. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Have a wonderful day.
Likewise, Miss Monica. Safe travels, and we'll be in touch shortly.